Greetings. Today we continue our study, the concluding study of the book of Revelation. We're in chapter 22. We're considering the final warning or the final invitation from verses 15 through 17, which literally say, "But outside the city, the dogs and the sorcerers and the fornicators and the murderers and the idolaters, and everyone loving and making a falsehood. I, Jesus myself, sent my particular messenger to testify to you all these things before the assemblies. I myself am being the root and the offspring of David, the bright and early morning star. And the Spirit and the bride, they are saying, you come. And the one hearing, let him say, you come. And the one thirsting, let him come. And the one desiring, let him receive the water of life, a free gift." Now, we talked about how that the fulfillment of the Davidic covenant was involved in this last invitation. We read 2 Samuel chapter 7 through verse 17. So let's begin today by saying that the Davidic covenant is often mentioned, but widely misunderstood as a concept in the history of the nation of Israel. It is mentioned in the 89th Psalm, which is introduced as a psalm, quote, as instruction by Ethan the Ezrathite. In verses 3 and 4 of the 89th Psalm, he says, "I have made a covenant with my chosen. I have sworn unto David my servant, thy seed will I establish forever and build up thy throne to all generations." Again, in the famous passage of Isaiah chapter 9, verses 6 and 7, we find reference to God's covenant with David, when it says, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his," that is, this son, this child that is given, "shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David, and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this." Now, the government and everlasting throne under consideration in Isaiah 9, 6, and 7 belongs to Jesus Christ, the eternal God who came and dwelt among us in the flesh, as John said in the first chapter of his gospel, whom is known as Emmanuel, God with us. He came to this earth through the earthly lineage of King David of Israel. Now, the nearsighted view that Messiah, when he arrived, would revive David's earthly throne and cause it to endure forever was a mistaken concept. This promise of a perpetual throne of David's lineage thus became a perplexing problem, which was not clearly understood by the people of Israel. And we'll note several reasons for that, and you might find more. The division of the kingdom after Solomon's death no doubt had something to do with their failure to understand. The Assyrian Babylonian captivities, followed by the subsequent oppressions by the Medo-Persian government, then the Greek government, and then the Roman Empire, further darkened their failure to fully comprehend. Then there followed the 400 years of silence by God, known as, quote, the interbiblical period. Much information arose during this silent period by God. And then God began to speak again by means of the hybrid of the last of the Old Testament prophets and the first of the New Testament prophets, That would be a man named John the Baptist. Then Jesus himself came as the fulfillment of the prophet like unto Moses, as was promised in Deuteronomy chapter 18, verses 15 through 19. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me, unto him shall ye hearken, according to all that thou desirest of the Lord thy God in Horeb in the day of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my God, neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not. And the Lord said unto me, they have well spoken that which they have spoken. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him.